Trey and Brandy Welch lost the trailer they were living in the Oak Street area of eastern Monterey. They had a 3-year-old child by the name of Owen and a 7-year-old by the name of Taylor in the trailer, but they got out thanks to hearing that the storm was coming on weather radio.
Well, it saved our lives. If we wouldn't have had it, we wouldn't have known. We would have been able to watch the TV, but there was, just a warning, so.
When you first got that weather radio warning, you got up and left.
Yeah, we did.
It's the first time we've ever left, and I see the bedspread where Trey and Owen, my little boy, and my husband would be sleeping. They would have still been in the bed.
So weather radio saved your life?
Weather radio did.
As a meteorologist, I've been to the scene of a lot of these big F5 tornadoes, and I can tell you that after surviving a disaster of that magnitude, people are scared to the core. And having a NOAA weather radio brings them such peace of mind because they know that even though there's a thunderstorm outside, they don't need to be scared and they don't need to take shelter until that radio goes off. So having those radios in the homes of people who have survived a bad disaster, whether it's a tornado, a hurricane, a wildfire, that means everything to them. It means peace of mind and the ability for them to put their life back in order. That weather radio is a direct broadcast from your local National Weather Service office. It's like having a meteorologist in your home who can alert you day or night, even when you're fast asleep, can alert you with a device that will wake you up and allow you plenty of time to get to shelter. A partnership with ITDRC has been extremely important because they have stepped up and they've gone into communities where these radios are desperately needed. They've provided these weather radios to the communities and the county emergency manager for distribution in that area. And it was the first step in bringing people back to a normal life where they could live without being fearful, without being worried, without being anxious that there might be more severe weather. They have a weather radio in their house now that will alert them the next time anything happens. And they'll be alerted on average 13 minutes before a tornado, 22 to 25 minutes before a severe thunderstorm. And that kind of early warning gives people such peace of mind that they are ever grateful to ITDRC and what they've done to promote weather safety and to build a weather-ready nation.
Well, today marks the start of Severe Weather Preparedness Week, and we are quickly entering the peak of severe weather season. Now, the best way to receive warnings for your area is with a NOAA weather radio. It's important to keep fresh batteries in your weather radio so you never miss a warning. Now, tornado warnings are automatic in the newest radios, and other warnings can be toggled on and off as needed. Now, tornadoes can happen anywhere and any time of year, as we've seen, and Illinois averages close to 60 tornadoes a year. And the way things have been the last couple of seasons, it may not be a bad idea to get out and get yourself one of those radios. I should add, our new app is also quite good in giving you those warnings in a timely manner. Now, with that said, you do not want to rely on your app, even our app, because that is still based and it will need internet service and cell phone service to actually work. So always your number one line of defense is going to be those weather radios, and a close second, your CI Proud to Go weather app. And you just never know when you'll be in a scenario where it could be a matter of, your safety on the line. Having something like that, it can come in really handy. And those radios are designed, a lot of people will tell us, well, can you turn them down? I'm like, no, because they are designed to wake you up in the middle of the night when we get those nighttime tornadoes that nobody sees coming. All right, Chris.
Absolutely, it can happen anywhere, and the severe weather radio really puts you in touch with the weather all the time. And Bruce Jones is here from Midland. He's helping these people with their weather radio right now. Bruce, it's like a smoke detector for severe weather.
Right, and you need to have more than one way of getting these life-saving warnings. Have your cell phone, listen for the outdoor sirens when you're outdoors, but have an indoor siren when you're at home.
meteorologists stay in touch with the weather all the time, but meteorologists like Rob Ellis actually have one of these radios, as do I.
Yeah, I have multiple ones actually in my house so that I can get the weather warnings no matter where I am in the house, so I'll hear them because sirens outdoors are just for outdoors.
And that's the other thing, too, is that, you know, when you have these radios, you don't want to get a warning for someplace 30 miles away, and Amy Seeley from the National Weather Service is here, and you get it just for your specific area,
Every
right?
county in the country has its own 6-digit code. We can code it just for your area, so you don't hear alarms for anywhere else.
Yeah, Mary Kay Kleist is here as well, and she's talking weather safety.
Right, because it's severe weather season. We have emergency management from Will County here. The Red Cross is here. You know, it's severe weather season. June 1st is hurricane season, and with me today is Christina Meza with the American Red Cross. What else is June 1st in your world?
So June 1st actually marked the beginning of CPR and AED Awareness Week. So as an AmeriCorps member for the Red Cross, I go out to communities and we really want to encourage people to get CPR and first aid certified so that really every second counts, and that's why CPR is so important. It truly is a life-saving technique. So, yeah.
Thank you, and absolutely, it's easy to come out and learn a little bit about it from Christina, and we're going to be out here all day until about 2 o'clock, and you can get your NOAA weather radio at a special discounted price, and as we mentioned, we will program it for you. So the weather team is live in Homer Glen at the Meyer Store on Bell Road. Back to you in the studio.
So important. All right, good to see you guys. Thank you.
Another important source of information is the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's All Hazards Radio of nearly 1,000 weather radio stations, which broadcast continuous weather information to more than 98% of the U.S. population in all 50 states, U.S. territories, and adjacent coastal waters. Canada also has a similar radio service that operates with the same technology. These VHF radio stations have a range of about 40 miles depending on terrain and provide important weather-related warnings and advisories.
Inland hurricane warning remains in effect until 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Monday.
They also provide warnings and broadcast event information for other types of hazards, such as terrorist alerts, biological hazards, wildland fire warnings, radiological hazard warnings, and amber alerts.
Hi, my name is Dwight Kane, and I'm a hydrometeorological technician with the National Weather Service in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Having a way to receive weather alerts is critical to ensuring your safety during an emergency. There are many ways to receive alerts, including television, radio, smartphone apps, websites, and word of mouth. It is important to ensure you have multiple ways of receiving alerts and that they are reliable and credible. The National Weather Service is the only source for official weather warnings and watches. One of the most reliable ways to receive alerts is the NOAA Weather Radio. NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards is a nationwide network of radio stations broadcasting continuous weather information directly from the nearest National Weather Service office. NOAA Weather Radio broadcasts official warnings, watches, forecasts, and other hazard information 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In conjunction with federal, state, and local emergency managers, NOAA Weather Radio also broadcasts warning and post-event information for all types of hazards, including natural, environmental, and public safety. That means you'll also receive alerts regarding earthquakes, avalanches, chemical releases, and amber alerts. NOAA recognizes the challenges that deaf and hard of hearing people have regarding the NOAA Weather Radio. In order to help mitigate some of those challenges, many assistive devices can be hooked up to the radio, such as strobe lights or pillow and bed shakers. These adapters can include colorized warning lights to indicate the level of alert, statement, watch, and warning, and an LCD readout of specific warnings such as tornado warning or severe thunderstorm warning. All Hazards Radio lets you program your location so that alerts for other locations are screened out. The radio is also battery operated and portable, making it reliable during times of power outages or evacuations. Having a way to receive weather information and having a preparedness kit in place before an emergency is key to protecting you and your loved ones' safety. Thank you for joining us.
It's important to know what's happening when severe weather strikes. We want to help program up your weather radio before that weather arrives. So coming up on Wednesday, we'll be at the Walgreens here in Hattiesburg to make sure your weather radio is set up.